Seeing as it's a night and we're celebrating, you can probably see that we've come to the end of the programme, but we have one special reading. Well, it's not a reading, it's usually a performance. Cathy Carson has agreed to come up and give us a little special last story. Thank you, Cathy. We might need to lower that, Cathy.
Give her folks to stand up.
Happy? The little people are in the room. The standard tonight has been amazing. It's been really great to be here and be part of it, and really nice to sit down there and think you're not reading for most of it. So I'm just looking around the room, and a few people have already heard this story already. I do apologise. I did it at open mic a few weeks ago, so I'm sorry, but here goes. It's called Knowing. I am a nurse, and so sometimes I know things you don't. I mean, I know all the clinical stuff like lab results, scan results, life expectancy, disease trajectory. But then there are the other things. You see, I know that your wife worries what you will do when she is gone. She worries that you will start to drink again, that you will live on a diet of toast and ready meals, that you will be so consumed by grief that you will neglect to live the life that you still have. She worries that she'll be replaced, and in the next breath, she worries that she won't. She worries that the words that go unspoken between you are building a wall so insurmountable she doesn't have the time or the energy left to climb it. And it's lonely on the other side. On the day that it happened, I knew that your whole world was about to shift beneath your feet, and she knew. She had always known, but she hadn't the words to tell you, and so it was left to strangers. It was left to us. I had seen the scans, marvelled at the tenacity of this disease to multiply and spread, divide and devour, destroying everything in its wake. It had glared at me from the monitor, bright, white, triumphantly terminal. As her key nurse, I accompanied you and a senior house officer to your room furnished with a chair, a table and a sofa. This was in an effort to appear comforting, calm and safe. And the noise in my head was screaming, even though the sign on the door said quiet room. I winced as the young doctor stumbled over words he could barely say in an effort to convey the inevitable without actually saying it. He was blushing furiously, obviously aware of his fumbling incompetence, but I was watching you. Because you were perched on the edge of your seat, rocking on your feet, heel to toe and back again, nursing a fist in the palm of your hand. And I saw it coming. I counted you down. 3, 2, 1, and you were gone, bolted from the room as though scalded, and I shot after you, glimpsing you through the maze of visitors and physios and pharmacists and nurses and doctors and social workers. Your hands were clasped behind your head as you paced back and forth. You looked like you were struggling to breathe. And above the blur of noise, I heard you say, "Oh no, oh Jesus Christ, please, no." I made towards you, and that's when it started. A social worker stopped me to ask me about a discharge plan for a patient. A dietitian wanted to know how much someone had eaten. Someone needed pain relief. Someone else needed the bedpan. The television was broken down in the day room, and some woman was screaming at me that I didn't give a shite, and all the time I just wanted to get to you. But on and on it went. So that by the time I found you, you were sat on the floor in a corridor, your back against the wall, hugging your knees to your chest with your head down. Without looking up, you tapped the floor beside you. I sat down. So as I sit then, Is this the end? You had been crying, eyes bloodshot and swollen, embarrassed. You wiped your face with the back of your hand, but you kept your head down, and how could I lie? It's the beginning of the end, I said. And that's when I heard it. I had never heard anyone keening. It's a sound I cannot describe. It made me hold my breath and still my thoughts. It was impossible to speak. I would have done anything to make it stop. I placed my hand on your shoulder and you grabbed it like it was life itself, and slowly the roars became sobs and the sobs became sighs. And as the sighing stopped, you blew out the rest. And we sat then in the safety of the silence, and I finally understood it. The calm of the unspoken words as they hung in the air around us. Suppose I better go and see her, love. Is there anything more I can do? Is there anything you want to ask me? Not now, love, but maybe later. You stood up and steady on your feet before reaching down to pull me off the floor into a clumsy embrace. You rested your chin on the top of my head. You're a good wee girl. Before reaching out and ruffling my hair, and something about that gesture made me choke. Talk to her, I managed. Listen to her. All right, love. I'll try. But I knew that you would, because I am a nurse, and sometimes I know things you don't.